Welcome to this YouTube channel. In this video we are going to talk about the top 10 best super luxury cars. So before starting this video, like this video, and subscribe to our channel for future updates. Most of the contenders here are limousine saloons large enough to make the average 3-bedroom semi-detached house look small, but one or two of the most demure and desirable SUVs in the world make the cut also. If you like the idea of being chauffeured around like Lord Sugar in a car that makes you feel 10 foot tall and you have the financial means to do so, consider yourself fortunate. Here's a list according to our search. Number 10. Phantom Rolls-Royce. In 2017, Rolls-Royce took over as the world's most opulent and luxurious luxury vehicle, and our road testers greeted it with a gleaming 5-star road test. Owners would adore it for the lavish decoration of wealth and status it bestows, as well as the unparalleled sense of occasion you get while traveling in one. Although many will never know it, the new Phantom is also an absolute delight to drive, and a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Of course, you can sample its supremely relaxing and singularly isolating ride comfort from the back seats, and it's unlike anything else you'll experience in a car. Gently loping and deliciously indulgent feeling, but still supremely quiet and smooth, considering Rolls-Royces of the new run-flat tire technology. Yet the precision feel and perfect weight of the car's large-rimmed steering wheel is remarkable. Likewise, the ease with which you can place such a huge car on the road, the tolerance it has for whatever rate of progress suits your trip, the supreme refinement and flexibility of its V12 engine, and the progressiveness of its throttle pedal on step-off. Number 9. The Rolls-Royce Ghost. When it debuted in 2009, the Ghost was a watershed moment for Rolls-Royce, marking the start of a turnaround that saw the company's annual production volume jump from hundreds to thousands of vehicles. The Phantom's understudy has advanced significantly in its second generation. The mechanical underpinnings of the Ghost were once adapted from the BMW 7 Series, but it now shares the same architecture of luxury platform as the Cullinan and Phantom. Rolls-Royce's dampers for the front suspension and an active anti-roll bar for the rear axle, for example, help put ride quality closer than ever to that of the Phantom. Number 8. Bentley Flying Spur. Bentley's 4-door Continental Series limousine debuted in 2006 as the Continental Flying Spur, only to lose the nomenclative prefix that connects it to Cruise current 2-door GT with the company's most recent model redesign in 2014. The Flying Spur, on the other hand, is now in its third generation, as evidenced by the prouder, more muscular version, which heavily borrows from the most recent attractive Continental GT Coupe. Cruise Junior Saloon also benefits from a new design built in collaboration with Porsche and featuring 4-wheel steering and active anti-roll bars. It also provides the foundation for truly good driving dynamics by better isolating the fantastically opulent cabin from the lane. Grip, balance and steering have all improved noticeably. Number 7. S-Class Mercedes Maybach. The Mercedes Maybach S-Class is the new standard bearer for Daimler's Maybach super luxury brand. It is the richest and most special car in what may be the world's most widely respected and admired limousine series. According to appearances, it was at least as much S-Class as Maybach, which is the product of Daimler's strategic decision a few years ago to extend the scope of the Maybach marque by creating Halo Maybach models through some of its more mainstream Mercedes passenger car ranges. The ultra-rare Simon Cowell spec Maybach 57 and 62 limousines were also consigned to history at the same time. Number 6. Bentley Mulsanne. In principle, a limousine that is singularly aristocratic, whose presence can be seen from hundreds of yards away and whose agenda revolves around serving the passenger first and the driver second, can sound appealing. But don't worry if the fact of owning such a car doesn't appeal to you quite as much. The Bentley Mulsanne is available in the super luxury class as well. The Mulsanne is a top-level luxury 4-door that's grand with a tiny G. It's deliberately more modest and discreet in appearance than a certain main British limousine competitor. It has a less formal interior than the Rolls-Royce Phantom, with a panelled smoking space that looks more like an old gentleman's club than the Phantom's chandeliered ballroom. The luster and natural appeal of its wood veneers, as well as the tactile allure of many of its fittings, are unrivaled. Number 5. Rolls-Royce Cullinan. The Marmite addition to the super luxury segment arrived in 2018 in response to considerable Rolls-Royce customer feedback that a more daily usable, all-surface capable, family practical model would be a welcome addition to the firm's showroom range. The Cullinan has received enough design feedback from various quarters to instill a sense that its creator has taken a considerable risk in introducing a car that some have characterized as awkward and unlovely, while others have slammed in even harsher terms. But if Rolls-Royce's analysis is right and a year's worth of reported orders suggests, it is the collective revulsion of those who wouldn't have purchased a Cullinan anyway would have little impact on its commercial success. There's just as much to like about life on board this car, as there is to hate about the concept or the way it looks. This is a real Rolls-Royce with outstanding mechanical refinement, unrivaled ride comfort and excellent drivability among its versatile strengths. Number 4. Bentley Bentayga. The Bentayga had a tumultuous time in the Autocar road test evaluation phase. We first rated it highly with a few caveats in W12 engine form in 2016, and then even higher when Bentley launched an Audi-sourced 4.0-litre, 429 bhp turbocharged diesel V8 in 2017, which made exactly as much torque as the 12-cylinder petrol motor but at more usable crank speeds. Then in 2018, amid the growing toxicity surrounding diesel engines, Bentley pulled the Bentayga diesel from Europe's showrooms, obscuring what we considered the car's definitive version. In the same year, a V8 petrol model was added to the lineup, followed by a plug-in hybrid in 2019. Until the entire range was updated for 2020, there was also the Speeder 626 bhp 182,000 pounds-p to excess. It's not quite as relaxed or as isolating as the Rolls-Royce Cullinan, but it does have a slightly more sporting driving experience at the cost of the final shade of ride comfort. But the Bentayga just gives up a shade, an occasional hint of head toss, and the tiniest flutter of fussiness over some lumps and bumps at altitude. Even if you're a seasoned luxury car driver, there's a good chance you're unaware of what you're missing. Number 3. Range Rover SV Autobiography. Long wheelbase top tier since the Genesis days of the popular SUV upon which it is based, Range Rover has come a long way as a luxury vehicle. The new SV Autobiography is a car that is, now entirely 5.2 meters long and 2.6 tons in weight at its heaviest, hand-finished by Land Rover at its special operations base near Coventry. It was designed to capitalize on the nascent demand for super expensive SUVs, and the high regard some people have for the Range Rover brand, and it succeeds admirably. The SV Autobiography is a strict 4-seater with lounge rear seats, on each of which you can place a fold-out aluminium tray table, while a rotating panoramic sunroof adds to the extraordinary senses of light and space aboard. Interior materials are also more tactile and costly than in a regular Range Rover. Number 2. Alpina B7. If exclusivity is what you want, don't be fooled by the BMW badge on the Alpina B7's long bonnet. Only the Mercedes Maybach of all the supremely unique and unusual cars on this list is as unlikely to appear in your view on public roads, and the average B7 price tag of close to £200,000 after options reflects that. As is customary with Alpina, its version of a series production BMW model has two sides. On paper, the B7's twin-turbocharged 4.4-litre V8 produces 600 horsepower and 590 pound-feet of torque, implying that it is a direct competitor to the M7, that BMW will not produce, and in terms of performance, this may be the case. The B7 has undergone significant changes to both its powertrain and suspension to make it not just quicker but also better handling than any other 7 Series. The true calling card of the B7 is exquisite rolling elegance, which is combined with almost sports car levels of body control, and a degree of agility that is completely out of step with the luxury saloon clique. Just Bentley's Continental Flying Spur comes close to matching it in terms of versatility. Number 1. The Mercedes-AMG S65. The mechanical makeup of the top-of-the-range performance version of the outgoing S-Class limousine hasn't changed much in more than a decade, despite the fact that it's about to be overhauled with the all-new S-Class as the base car. You could argue that this car didn't need to, because it has a leviathan of a twin-turbocharged petrol V12 that produces 621 bhp and 738 pound-feet of torque. It's an engine that can propel a 2.25-ton, 5.3-meter-long, rear-drive limousine from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 4.2 seconds, and that's before it's really settled down, found its legs and gotten moving. Despite this, the S65 remains a true luxury car with uncompromising ride comfort and elegance, earning it a place at the bottom of our super luxury class rankings. It provides a degree of onboard comfort unmatched by anything else of comparable performance, and its massive reserves of torque make it so easy to drive that it's hard to believe how little effort is required to get something so big to fly so quickly. What do you think of our video? Do let us know down in the comment section below. Also, please share your desired topics in comments section so we can make videos on them. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.